They thought I fell off. I was just in the cocoon. I didn't go ghost. I went in. Discipline over distraction. Value over validation. Welcome back to the Philosophy Show. This podcast is not for everybody. Some people are cool with where they are, and that's fine. But this one, this episode, this era, it's for the ones who want more. I'm not saying you gotta think like me. I'm saying if you feel like there's something more out there for you, if where you at ain't where you wanna stay, then you might be right here with me. See, the hardest thing for me lately has been being around people who don't want to grow. Not even spiritually, just mentally, emotionally, financially. I get bored quick. Not because I'm ungrateful, but because I know I've tasted purpose and I want more of it. So I'm picking my pleasures wisely. I've pulled back drastically. I ain't smoking every day no more. I ain't drinking just to pass time. Nah, if I do it now, it's a celebration, not an escape. I might go 3 months clean, locked in, then loosen up for a weekend. But I'm done making habits out of distractions. I'm at the halfway mark in life, and I've decided I want to live the way I want to live for the rest of my life, starting now. What I've learned in this cocoon stage is that tomorrow don't even exist yet. Yesterday, gone. So really, it's all about today. And the question becomes, what kind of moments are you creating while you're here in this wild, beautiful simulation they call Earth? What will you make out this moment? 'Cause that's the only thing real. This moment.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up, villagers? What's up, Soldier by Bloods? How y'all doing today, baby? We are in the place to be. What's up, Daddy Rich?
It's the Philosophy with the council.
The council, we
the
up
two
in this
best
bitch.
looking men in podcast hosting ever.
Bing!
It's us.
And you know it. Man, hey, this week been a great week, man.
Man, it has.
Been a great week, man.
Yes,
Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off, man. I know you was on the podcast yesterday, man. Talk about that.
Podcast, man. The topics was where are your treasures stored, and leading a fulfilled life. You know what I'm saying? In a nutshell, I got to take my bishop from the church I currently reside in. I got to take him on there, and it was just a great time, man. And then after that, I got to give a motivational speech. Thanks to my man Tweezy for the invite and the Carondelet Food Patch. And what's significant about the word and the area of Carondelet and the patch, that's where my mother was born. That's where my bloodline began with my grandfather, James Woodson Sr., and my grandmother, Emily Woodson. Okay. You know, so that's where my mother was born, in the patch. East Espenshire is what she used to say. And I got to give a motivational speech there yesterday, and it was like just a surreal moment to be brought back to where your bloodline on my Woodson side and my Williams side started. Okay. So that was really dope and really significant in my life. And if it wasn't for the places where my bloodline started, which was the patch, and where I was able to hang out and escape what was going on with McCree and Carondelet, man, which I think really saved my life, man. Man, that was great, man. I thank you, brother, for all the opportunities, from videos to being co-host to motivational speaking, PR. Man, you just really, in a nutshell, man, is one of the greatest things that had happened to me in these last 10 or 15 years, as far as everything go, life itself. You always preach generational wealth, man, and it's just refreshing to be around like-minded individuals such as yourself, man. And kudos to you, brother. It's everything he say he is. You know what I'm saying? You everything you say you are, and just a blessing from God. To be able to hang around you and soak up some of this game, man. Some of this real grown man game, man. Cause a lot of cats ain't on what you own, man. And I appreciate you for it, man. And I'm thankful to God for putting me and you together, man. For real. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you the same way, and thank you, and you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Because without people like you, man, and other folks, it's hard. It's hard to be thinking high around low individuals.
That's real.
It kind of make you feel a certain type of way, So it's a blessing to be around people who can receive it and then also reciprocate it. So
appreciate you, brother.
All day. And then I didn't even know that when I set this up either. And when you said it yesterday, when I was listening to your speech, it just I came to tears, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I came to tears twice with you and Saint Floyd.
Yeah.
Because my condolences to the Saint Floyd family.
To the Floyd family.
Yeah, he just lost his mother, man. My condolences to you, brother. He gave a great performance yesterday.
Great.
Heartfelt. And I don't. It's been a while since he performed, I believe. So he wasn't on the roster or anything, but it was, he needed that, man.
He needed that.
Yeah,
Real talk, man.
Yeah, and I could feel it. And us as brothers, man, us as males, you want to say black males, however you want to say it, I say brothers. We both, when I saw him, it was always, we did our normal do, but when he said his mother died, I had to get back up and give him a hug.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That needed embrace, man. Real talk.
We need that, man. He came there for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, man, shout out to the Saint Floyd family. My condolences to y'all, man. There's a lot of, ups and downs with the family, including his two brothers, that he lost. Now his mother. I pray for you, man. I'll give you some strength and keep moving, man. It's part of life. Things are part of life, man. Just keep moving and know that you got two brothers over here who truly do care about you, man.
Real talk, man.
And just to keep it going with the high note, man. I'm on Discord with my family, with the Carondelet Patch family. And they still, they high off for yesterday, man.
Wow, man. That's what's up.
And shout out to Laura Gatlin and Laura B. They are really the heartbeats of the Carondelet Patch organization. Laura G is the founder, and Laura B she tends to the patch. I don't know. I forgot what it was called. But she know all about the plants. She do the planting. She knows everything about them. And she's there as a worker, like she's hired there. You know what I'm saying? So just to have us come down there and give them what we can bring to them, because they was very appreciative of how we,
and very receptive too, man.
So I was just. I don't know how to explain it. I was, cause it was, and I do this a lot. I need to get out of it, a little bit, not all the way, but at least halfway to 65% I need to get out of it. I was head of that. You know what I'm saying? I put the event together. So I wasn't thinking like that though. I was just thinking as they already been having this going on before I even came. You know what I'm saying? So I just came to, like I told them, I said, y'all put me on the team. When did I? Do you remember when I got with them? I know it was this year. Was it?
Was it early?
Was it? It probably was January, February.
Yep. Somewhere around that time where it went full steam ahead.
Yeah. So only been in with them for about 3-4 months maybe, and it might and. They, like I told them, I wanted to come in and fit in, get in where I fit in. I can help, I can do these type of things, but I'm very, very more in tune in marketing, promotion, throwing events, doing the social media, and they put me right in line. So I wanted to give a shout out to Darren. He been a part of it, but he came back in. And he's a very, very smart guy.
Oh yeah.
So, and then shout out to Anna, Doreen, Ivy also. Ivy do a lot of the administration work too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's Trevor, he was the one he did like when you saw the Florelia Fest with signs up,
yeah.
he did those. He created the graphics, and I think he also ordered the print and did all of them. Doreen went out and put them up, So it's a difference when you got a team.
Yeah.
And not a bunch of people that's just grabbing on you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I get it. I just don't roll like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind playing behind you, on the side of you, but I'm not going to hold you back. And I'm not going to put more on your plate if I could do it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there was a beautiful thing. And it was supposed to be April 19th. So we pushed it back to May 31st because it was raining on that day.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
Rain. Yeah.
So, and shout out to everybody who came out and was a part of that. And then Anna, I don't think you got to meet Anna, but I think she was the one in the Easter Bunny costume.
Oh, I didn't get to meet her.
Yeah, and she do a lot of the mowing and things like that.
Okay.
So, again, man, Florelia Fest was a success. Shout out to Daddy Rich for coming through with the motivational speaking. What was the poet name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Shout out to Cynthia.
What's her name?
Something.
Lightning?
No, not lightning. It's something lyrical thought.
Lyrical thought. Yeah,
Lyrical thought. She did I'm gonna have to get her to come up here on Father's Day probably. I'm gonna see. You got a number? I got a number too.
Yep.
We're gonna reach out and try to get her here on Father's Day because that Father's Day poem, yeah, I like that. That was dope.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, let's get her on her because and I'm not this. I don't really. How can I say this? Because I ain't gonna say I don't care because I do care, but we all know that Mother's Day gets celebrated way more than Father's Day. Which, like I said, I don't really care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the fathers need love just like the mamas.
That's it, bro. Yeah, feel celebrated, appreciated, heard, and acknowledged.
All of that. I like to get pampered. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it every week or no stuff like that. But on Father's Day, I get pampered. You know what I'm saying? I take it. But hold on, let me check this out. I was definitely I definitely liked that. And that was the second time I heard it too. Because I met her before and I bought her book before. So check her out, man. Lyrical Thought Cynthia. She lived in the Patch area, you know, and next time I want to have her part of the show where I can promote her too.
Yeah.
So that's man. I think also, man, I want to get into some personal business because I talk to y'all. I talk to my peoples, man, and I know I talk to y'all about, I got a fourplex. I had problems with a tenant, she gone now. She finally out of there, Now I got some paying tenants in that mother, so I just want to get that, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let me get them claps in there. Can I? They ain't, it must be.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes, sir.
we ain't in business to lose money.
That's it.
And I'm going to say this again, and that's why I don't really be on the what you call it, the Black Power, stuff. And it with the right, with the right people is the right people, and I'm all about my peoples. But I ain't with all that when everybody I had to evict looked like me. It was couples, men, women, and when I go to court, and now at court is everybody. It ain't just black people. It's some black people, but it's everybody. White, Chinese, they all in there. And it's just, I'm sitting there like thinking about when I didn't have an apartment, and even when I didn't have property, and I used to think how people used to talk about landlords. And now that I am one, I see the bull. So just like back in the day when you had that one black person, that crack of this, that crack of that, but when that person come in, what's up, boss? They doing all Charlie. And it's like, listen, you get in. It's just like this. You if you gonna live somewhere, you gonna pay the rent or the mortgage, whatever you do. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never missed paying rent or my bills. Never, ever, ever. If I did, that means I'm about to leave. You know what I'm saying? Period. Have I had problems paying before? I have before, but I knew where to go to I knew beforehand. It wasn't like, oh man, I can't pay my rent today. No, I already knew that it was coming to that. I'm like, okay, man, I ain't gonna be able to pay my shit next month. Let me figure something out. You know what I'm saying? It's resources out there. You can figure it out.
That's real.
But if you talking about the day before, you don't know you can pay your rent a day before.
See, that means you knew it the last 30 days.
So, real talk, man. I'm very, very happy that I got some paying customers. Shout out to my Españols. I got 2 of them. They family, and so I already know. Hey, they even came in, bro, because I was gonna get the place painted and get it all up to par. And they came in. This what I'm talking about when you talk about the Black Power and all this. Dude painted the apartment, and I was like, how much you want? Just buy the paint and give me some brushes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was, I'm like, then, and I ain't finna say, because I know when you a business, and you got to make your money, and that's fine. So I ain't going to say how much somebody was going to charge me to do blah, blah, blah. But also with cleaning up, it was finna be some, I ain't going to say the name, but they finna charge me like $900 to clean that mug out, it wasn't a bad price. So that's why I'm saying it wasn't a bad price because it was gonna be a lot to clean out that mug because they left their stuff there. When she got evicted and we went up there, she was still there. Yeah, and she knew it. And the thing was, if y'all didn't know, I probably said it before, but when we went up there, me and the two sheriffs, she was like, what'd she say? Can you get me to the morning? I have money to move in. I'm like, no, you're going to do this. And it wasn't going to, the sheriffs was already there to put out. So it's like, and when I seen that, I'm like, okay, so you ain't got it. And it's just an older lady. She was older than me. So, but drugs, all you got up and down there is crackhead people, heroin addicts. That's what they was doing the whole time they was there, not paying bills. Having heroin heads and crackheads in and up out there, living in the basement, stealing electricity from the Españols that lived downstairs, who was living downstairs. You know, just making us look bad if you wanted to connect yourself to just skin. You know what I'm saying? So, having some people come in that's from a whole different culture, you know, not complaining, paying what I'm asking them to pay. They so polite, bro, that, you know, they so when the upstairs people got kicked out, they started letting their kids come out and play. Cause they wasn't, you know, it wasn't good for their kids to be out there. But they had people in my backyard parked in the backyard, and it was just real. It was ghetto and just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do nothing but either call the police, which the police was coming on their own. But when you squatting, you got to go through the shit.
Yeah,
you know, you got to. So once they left, the kids start coming out and play, and they kicked one of them. First one kicked the ball and hit my front window. You know what I'm saying? Now I go outside and look at him. The daddy was out there too. He scolded him. A week later, when the other Mexicans came, they got kids too. So all them out there, they kick and hit my back window and crack it. It didn't bust, but it was cracked. So I called the lady who I be talking to mostly, and told her. And I was just telling them, watch them. Not, you know, I know they kids and all that. I just told them to watch them. But they so polite because I ain't see them outside. I didn't trip off not seeing them outside. But I ain't seen them outside for a couple of days. So when I went over there to bring the rest of the paint and get them their keys, they because one speak English, the other ones kind of don't speak English. The lady definitely don't speak English because I talk to her in Spanish, but the husband can talk a little bit. But the two that just moved in, the husband can talk way better than the rest of them. So the lady put in the Google and was like, "Can the kids come out and play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you don't gotta ask me if your kids." You know, I didn't say that, but I could just. They're very polite people. They're very, that's what I can say. They
mindful of we sharing space.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, I got kids. I understand. I'm just saying, just have them. Watch out, don't break nothing. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with telling your kids to, you know, chill out. But I'm not gonna disrespect them. It ain't like that. I don't want them scared of me or they can't come outside and play. No, they can come outside and play. That ain't what I said that for, but I think they kinda took it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and the husband was like, I was like, man, I just don't want him breaking nothing. He was like, I told him. You did him. I started laughing. The dude bad though. The dude off the chain. You could just look at him and tell he off the chain. Yeah, he a little beast, bro. but they all good. Yeah. They all good though, man. I'm pretty. This I'm gonna say this, man. Thank you, Most High, for giving me whatever you've been giving me to last through all this bull when it comes to money, because I can understand how people can lose property, go under, and you know, I know you can recover, and I know all of that, but I've been in this game with the properties for 4 years now, getting played by people. You know, money ain't, and that's a lot of money when you know what I'm saying? But I didn't come in thinking that everybody was gonna pay me on time. I knew that I was gonna have to be able to, what you call it, cover it if everybody, if they don't do it. It's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I had enough money to cover it if all go backwards or all go flat.
And just think about it, you're talking about cumulatively maybe 48 months of payments times 3.
Man. Yeah.
That's some nice money.
Yes,
you
it
know
is.
what I'm saying? To be with or without.
With
you know
or
what I'm
without.
saying?
Yes.
So I get you, brother. Yeah.
So I'm just like I said, man, it's a saying people say, man, I don't just do this, I'm true to this. You know, even with this building, it's crazy. You know, at first I did have a lot of other podcasts. Right now, it's just me and People Choice right now. And to be honest with you, brother, I'm saving more money like that.
Wow.
And I wouldn't have known that.
And it's peaceful.
And it's, oh my God, it's way peaceful.
It's peaceful.
I ain't got to clean up behind people who don't like to clean up behind themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just very, very grateful from where I'm at. And again, another thing, I got my boys. They're gonna be with me for the until July 6th.
Oh,
So
wow.
I get to, you know, see. And my they mama was talking to me like I was gonna have a problem. You know, I'm like, I couldn't wait till you asked me to do this. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I need that, man. You know what I'm saying? I need that, and they need it too.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And she like, well, if you this, I'm like, girl, listen. I ain't say this because we have a relationship where I know I don't say too much to her except what I need to say. I don't go extra, none of that. But in my mind, I'm like, girl, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 7 kids. Regardless of, y'all get brainwashed. Even when you see us taking care of our kids, you get brainwashed like we can't take care of kids. Fuck you think? I'm very good with kids when it come down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're mine, it's most definitely, but I can cook, I can make them. I mean, I like daddy duties. You know what I'm saying? And like I told them, I let them know, hey, these the rules, these your chores. You do something right, you do these right, you get paid this day, and if you do them you do them, how can I say it? If you got discipline to do them correctly without me having to tell you all the time, we gonna do some fun stuff at the end of the week.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we gonna do, and let's go. I mean, they 12 years old, man.
And that structure.
They need that.
Kids look forward to it.
And it's surprising how the last time I had that talk when I talked to my all the sons, and when the son tried to do whatever he was trying to do, my oldest son, it's crazy how the change happened. When we had that discussion and all that happened, it was a change between sons. Even my oldest son, he ain't, you know, my oldest son, he lost. you know, and he finna be 17, so he growing into himself, and it's a confusing thing to be around people who talk bad about your father when you love them. And it's easy for you to turn on the daddy, not knowing that you really turning on yourself, son. Me and you are the same. Like, look, you don't know that they're gonna probably be you in a minute. How they talking about you, that's gonna be somebody else doing that to you, and you gonna like, damn, this what my daddy was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man.
So they, I'm gonna let him feel his way out on that one. You know, I'm like because I talk to my sons about it all the time. Like, I'm just waiting for him to, when he ready, I'll be here.
That's it.
But I understand. I can't say I understand where he coming from when it comes to the mamas talking bad about the daddies, because I've never had that at that age. I don't. Now, as far as me being young, I'm pretty sure my grandma and them talk bad about my daddy, but I was like 2, 3, 4. So the way that it probably hit me, I didn't notice it until probably now. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like listening to them talk now. My grandma and them on my mama's side, they talk bad about men. And that's why when I be looking at these podcasts and hearing these people talk, I'm like, man, this been going on way longer before social media. Could people be in their feelings?
Oh, yeah. So now they just got a platform to do it on.
Yeah. So
scary.
It's very, very, but I say this though, because I just got out of a relationship. A lot of it explains why people move how they move. That's why on here I can straight say that you and your wife is a blessing. Y'all have blessings, and whoever else got good relationships with your partners, you're a union. You're one. They don't preach that nowadays and work on social media. When everywhere I see is, even with the dudes, and I can't say who wrong or who right, because whatever the case may be, but even the dudes, y'all, it's one thing to say you the leader and did this and this and that. Yes, I got that part. But, well, I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest, because I'm trying to be. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. Honestly, I'm trying to be nice. But this is what I'm gonna say to people: there are certain calibers of men. If you have a man like I believe me and Daddy Rich is, we are leaders. You know what I'm saying? And we want a type of woman who understands that. That's really the whole thing. Now, you smaller caliber guys, I can't speak on what y'all on. I can't speak on that. I don't know nothing about that. And then
good luck with that.
Yeah, I can't speak on it.
Hey, me either, bro.
But when I do hear these guys who talk about their leaders, I don't know about the alpha stuff, but I do know about a man who carry himself. When I say a man who ain't finna take no bullshit, you ain't finna talk shit to me. You know what I'm saying? We can have a discussion. It's different. Yeah, we can have a discussion, but you ain't finna talk bad about me. You ain't finna do all this stuff. You ain't finna play me. It's gonna be reciprocation. We're gonna be a union.
That's it, man.
Not you run shit. Nah, none of that. Anybody, and it's cool, and I'm not talking to a specific person, but if you call yourself a boss, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And you can be a boss. I don't care about that, but I'm not fucking with you.
Hey, you know what's crazy that you say that, bro? They sold them a lie about alpha and beta and I'm a boss and I'm a badge. Them there is lies. Because if it was true, you would not have to say it.
There we go, man.
Like people who say about the the views and stuff.
Yeah.
Of their content.
Yes, sir.
If it was truly organic, you wouldn't have to say it.
You wouldn't have to.
You don't really have to put a title on that guy if he's that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
To have to speak on these things, whether it's men or women or content, it's true. It's true.
If it's true,
you don't have to speak on.
You don't. A lot of stuff.
Everybody else would already. It's what they say. What's understood don't need to be explained.
Don't need to be explained.
That put that in that bucket.
Yeah. And you just because I was about to move on, but also with that being said, the Yours Awards is on and cracking.
Yeah. Hey, go shopping now.
Man,
don't wait. You gotta get to that tailor. You gotta get it right, man. None of these oversized jackets, none of these oversized pants, none of that, man. Go in them stores, ask them to pull that tape measure out,
please,
so you can understand how to get your real sizes.
Please.
These are not small, medium, larges, and extra larges. These are accompanied by numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So go get your real sizes. Get you a nice little tailor or alterations, and be ready on that day because we're going to be clean as that thing as we normally do every year.
Man.
You know what I'm talking about?
And this year we will be getting our Best Dress award. It won't have your name on it because we doing it actually wise there, but it will be 2025 Best Dress at the Yours Awards.
Oh,
yeah, it's going
that's
down.
Definitely for the coach.
Hey, you know who I'm eyeing, and it's on the female side. Cass Raw.
Yeah, me too, man. It's crazy. We was thinking the same thing, boy. Hey, ladies.
Yeah,
Cass Raw ain't no joke.
Nah, buddy. And
that closet looks unlimited. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's a part of this is image, man. Invest in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go get you something new, man.
Please.
Hey, matter of fact, go on out to Milano. Tell the owner Daddy Rich sent you. Yeah. Tell him Stack Brothers sent you. Tell him Tweezy Don sent you.
Yeah.
He know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, dang, man, you up in here again? What you got this time? Hey, man, this is what I like. That's what my mother's brothers did. That's how they dressed. They was the guys with the no shoes on in the dress shoes.
Okay.
No socks on in the dress shoes, shall I say. You know what I'm saying? That's what my uncle and them did. They wore dress shoes with shorts in the summer,
Okay.
It's just in my blood, you know? They say my grandfather never had owned a pair of jeans.
Wow.
I said, oh.
Say never.
Never
Woo.
owned a pair of jeans.
That's some pimp shit.
Man, that's every day, all day. He's from the original 3rd Street guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Leon Daggs and my Uncle Chester and all them guys. That's social club that ran around here. And here is the South Broadway end,
Yeah,
they some patch guys. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's dress and impress this year. Let's go shopping, man. Spend a little money. You know what I'm saying? Then here's an extra tip. After you get that thing tailored, tell them after you get that thing tailored, press that thing up for me.
Oh yeah.
The shirt, the pants, the jacket. Press that thing up. When you put that on, pop them tags, y'all. Let's get
pop
it this
them
year.
tags, man. And it's gonna be a few different things going on. There will not be any nominations. I got a committee who we gonna nominate people ourselves, so I'm not gonna be putting out people to nominate nobody. So get mad all you want, I don't care. People done, and my thing is, man, I'm a switch up person. I'm a switch up artist because people bite the style so much. I don't really like people, even though I know I started it, I don't really like to do what other people do. So I understand that other people don't nominate either, but hey, if they can do it, I can do it. I done had nominations for the last, what's this, 6 years? This will be the 7th year.
Yo. Yeah.
So I had people nominate, and this is what I've learned with nominations, at first. And plus, I'm not the same guy anymore either. I was for everybody. But I'm starting to see that I'll be letting a lot of the wrong, I'll be letting some wrong people in. Some people, I'm going to be honest, don't deserve recognition because they don't know how to handle recognition.
Ooh.
So I'm starting to only work with people. Some people I probably won't know, and I'm just like the host that's going to come. I know her, but I haven't worked with her yet. Okay. This will be the first time I work with her. Okay. So I'm definitely reach out to new people, but I want to celebrate and honor and award people who actually deserve it, number one, and who will appreciate it.
That's real, bro.
I go through a lot of work for this. This is one of my successfulest events, if not the most successful one that I do every year. So I want people to appreciate it, and I know everybody not going to appreciate it, but when I see that you don't appreciate it, I'm not finna let you get nominated, because I normally you can nominate yourself. I'm not finna let that happen, so, because I done fell out with a lot of people who probably want to be nominated, and I'm not messing with you. But you know what? You can come and support.
Yeah.
You can come and support.
The olive branch is extended.
It's definitely extended, but just you talk a lot of all that yappity yap people do. Let's see how many awards you get now. How many times you get nominated somewhere now. You know what I'm saying? People don't appreciate what you do. When you don't appreciate, I'm that guy. I told you, I only do charity work for the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. I don't do it for the underground no more. That's boo-boo. That's dead. Look at all the people, look at all the people I done fell out with. Look at all the people who don't appreciate what you do in the underground.
That's real.
I don't mess with y'all like that, and I can be really honest with you. I only mess with a few of you. And there's going to be people you see when we working.
That's it.
So, be ready to come out, because it's gonna be the same people.
Leave your feelings at home. Come out
and see what's
support and enjoy your day. You know what I'm saying? Chance to put on some clothes, man. Get out the box. Man, we of a certain age and element now.
Yes, sir.
Put some clothes on, man. Buy you a nice new suit, shirt and tie, and the accessories, and put that thing together. But please get your alterations done.
Please, because I saw a few people in there looking like Ace Ventura, but I was so-called part of the team, and I didn't want to say that.
Oh wow!
My mother called me for some shoes. I'm like, bro, you ain't. Nah, you can't get no shoes, dog.
Not these. I can show you where to get them. Not these.
Not these.
Yeah, when it comes to the award show, man, my wife is really, really serious.
Oh yeah, November 11th too.
Months ahead.
As she should.
You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I be at work, she sending stuff, my phone just, bing, bang, you like this, you like this, we can do that. And she's serious about it. Like, she, man, if you'd enjoyed anything you seen me in at an award show, that's our wife. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be tough competition in there when it comes to the males. Because y'all we be dressing, I know we be dressing, but y'all be dressing.
Man, it's something that you don't realize that that's a big part of it. Yeah. It's a part of the image. Yeah. And I just like that dress thing, man. You know, it's something in my blood. I like it. You know, I'm able to. Hey, man. You know, I ain't hating on that, man. Hey, man. Like I've been saying this for years, man. Holla at me.
Yeah.
We can go.
Oh, I'm glad you said it too, cause we got to do the Stax Brothers Awards too. Oh, that's something I'm glad we thought. Yeah, we need to do the Stax Brothers Award. And man, my thing is, I mean, if you got somebody at the church you can nominate, if you can get some people to be nominated, that'd be great. Cause a lot of people that I would have nominated. I mean, I got some other people to nominate, but you know, they might not be showing up, or it might be. That's why I say I ain't trying to nominate or have people nominate nobody, because some of these people not gonna show up.
Not gonna show up. Yeah.
And we want some people just like last year. And look what Corvon going. You know, he you hear me?
Hey, man, that was one of the highlights of what we do that I'll never forget, man. Just the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And like and explain and educate why we doing it. You know, because that's what the foundation of it is. Okay, we explain this as we go. Hey, this how you do this. You know, those are skills that we can pass. You know, that's information we can pass to this younger generation. Like, hey, man, you know, hey, now when you go to do your thing, and as you get older and mature, and you go on from life endeavors, and you add on to your knowledge base, this is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And it was, man, I was so thankful to you and Miss Helen Banks for just giving the opportunity, because it was never about the money,
right? You
know, because that's just part of it. You know, it's about the opportunity to share that experience with the younger generation. Like, hey, man, this how you do it. This why you do it. This how they do this. This why this look this way. You know, and to be able to educate our next generation, man. And that boy was looking sharp. Boy.
Looking sharp. Yeah, he was looking sharp. He looking even sharper going out to
Sacramento State.
Sacramento State, yeah.
He gonna do well, man.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to DJ his graduation party, his going away party too, man, and the energy that was in that room, man, it felt like that was my son going to the making it. He's a high energy young man. Yeah. He's a young king for real. Yes, sir. You know, and I'm just thankful to have met his mom and him. And, you know, I think it was a sister too at the award show. Yeah. You know, just to have met them, man, and being able to be a part of that, man, that's something I'll never forget. We probably talking that we 70, 80, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. And Helen Banks got some stuff coming up in August, so I keep y'all tuned in to that, man. So y'all heard us, man. We on our high horse today.
Yeah, man. It's a lot going on, man, and man, it's all just grown man business.
Grown man business, man. And I didn't tell y'all, man. This episode is called "The Throne Calls, Chaos Answers." So we had to get a little bit, you know, talk about our week and some stuff, man. But now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the show, and we finna go ahead to our segment. Let me go ahead and I already got it pulled up.
You already know what time it is. This next segment is for the soul. It's time for Straight Out the Book with my brother Daddy Rich. I don't know what scripture or passage he bringing today, but I know it's going to be a relevant one. So go ahead, bro. Bless the mic. Bless the mic.
Yeah, this segment is called Straight Out the Book. I'm your man, Daddy Rich. I'm in here with Tweezy, and we are the council.
Yes, sir.
Today I have for you Matthew's chapter 5 verse 16, and it reads as thus. And for anybody who wants a little more in depth, this is the New International Version.
Yes, sir.
In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Talk to him.
Once again, in the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What made you choose that scripture today, fam?
It's just been a lot of good things happening to us both lately, and that's because of our relationship and our connection to the Father.
Yeah.
So if anybody's out there going through things, and of course, he never said it'll be easy, stay connected. Grow your relationship with the Father, and that's the difference maker.
Yeah. Like you used to say to me, stay connected to the vine.
Stay connected to the vine. You don't want to wither away. You don't want to be tossed in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Stay connected to the vine. You're right, my brother.
And this something we talked about. I don't think we talked about offline that we need to talk about online, bro. Because I can say I'm a spiritual. I believe in the Bible. I can't say I'm a Christian, or I'll say I'm non-denomination at the moment. But I do believe in all what the Christian preach, and I do believe in the Trinity and all of that. But I was listening to the Hebrews and all of that. Please, because I'm starting to see a lot of people refute the 12 tribes of Israel type deal, man, because they feel like you only can live by the commandments. Can you please, did we talk about this already online?
No, we was offline last week.
Okay. Can you please explain to the people, because when you broke this down to me and somebody else broke it down after you, they didn't say it like you, but you said better. I understood where they were going because of you. You know what I'm saying? And it does make what you finna tell these people makes way more sense than what the Israelites are preaching right now, because they can't even live by that.
Man, in the word it said that he came looking for who could keep the laws, and he said nobody. He found that nobody could keep them. So the laws, no one could keep. We got that right.
Yep.
So what we're under now is called the dispensations of grace and mercy. Is the reason why Christ had to climb up on the cross, sacrifice himself.
Yes.
Because no one could keep the laws. So if you're just focusing on the laws, and I'm not saying don't keep the laws, I'm saying if your whole thing is just focusing on the laws, I need for you to update to the dispensations of mercy and grace.
And explain that, like when you say, because I got a hard time saying the first part. When you say that, explain it a little more. I know the reason why we're there, but explain what that means.
The dispensations of mercy and grace. Christ died for our sins. Came here, took on the sins of man, and died for that. To where nothing we could do could pay that price. So he had to go and pay it.
No doubt.
So now, since he had to go and pay it, he took on the sins of man, and that's how God forgives you, through what Jesus did for us, sacrificing himself. He sent his only begotten son to die for our sins. You know, and that's where the grace and mercy comes in.
But what do we do to get into heaven now? I know it's grace and mercy, but how do we get into the gates of heaven? How do we be in his graces?
You first have to believe Christ came, died, and rose again.
Believe. Now, what about if you believe that and you still do killing, murdering, you still got that in your heart?
You know, you have to you have to go through a repentance for your sins. And it's you know, the word says pray without ceasing, but you have to go through that repentance because we're not perfect. The only perfect being was him. So he know way before what you're gonna do. But that's not a free ticket to just keep doing it. No, we have to come to a place of repentance.
Gotcha.
Asking for forgiveness. You know, and we always talk about forgiveness, and we say forgiveness not for that person, it's for you. Because the word says for you to forgive as you want to be forgave. That's the cycle of that.
Gotcha. That's
the foundation of everything, is the forgiveness. You know, and like you said, it's the commandments, it's the laws. Yeah, that's true. That's part of it. But we're no longer under that because could nobody keep them.
And that's more truer than anything ever.
Yeah, could nobody keep them.
Yeah.
You know, but this walk is continuous.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna have it all the way. Yeah. You know, it's still more work to do. Still more layers to peel back.
Yeah.
You know, but long as you work on that relationship. You know, a lot of people focus on religion when it's not religion, it's relationship that matters.
Talk to
your
him.
relationship with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the key. Fix that relationship, and all of these will be fine if we fix this one.
Yes, sir.
All of these will fall.
We'll fall in line. All right. Y'all heard that, man. Straight out the book.
Straight out the book.
Appreciate that, Daddy Rich, man.
Anytime, my brother.
All day. We finna go to a quick break, and we finna play that Remember When.
Remember When
by Daddy Rich featuring Angelo.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on the Philosophy Show.
Yeah. Stars steady falling, destiny calling. Remember the falling, remember the falling. Stars steady falling, destiny calling. Remember the falling, remember the falling.
I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. Politicking with a chicken, that was the mission. Relaxing, just sipping, no policy hidden. Burdens were few, see cats with the kittens. When laws came around, then niggas got missing. It was ciphers going down, we parking lot pimping. Cars rolling up, drop the windows that's tinted. Daps and hugs, show mutual feelings. MCs all around, it was stiff competition. We progress, this hip-hop agenda. Those without bars, we return to sender. Nights at High Point, I clearly remember. Shout out to Luke Mine and DJ Finster. The culture took form, it looked like a blender. Patients were patronized, consumed by the splendor. Euphoric was the scene, everyone was contenders. When giants fell down, they kinda sound like timber. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember chicken wing cookouts, needing no lookouts, food stamps. I was scared to pull the book out. DJ spinning, speakers still hitting. Old school cars with the souped up engine. Cardinal Glennon, chrome rim spinning. Clark Wallabies with your favorite linen. Hugging the block was usual things. And 2 for 15, I'm trying to get that cream. Before slime balls was slick and backdoor trick. Someone deep in the game and shit got thick. I chose to leave it in the game and switch my fix. Now I'm still here writing these hits. Hip hop is the shit. As I state my claim, by time these niggas notice the name, I'm daddy rich. I brought it back to the state, just hoping that these cats can relate. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs. I remember when it wasn't about hoes and thugs. Let's go back to the days when we was showing some love. Cause my city bigger than guns and drugs, and my city's bigger than shootings at clubs.
Yeah. Shout out to People Choice TV.
People's Choice.
Working Class Music, Big Vito, banger! All the way to Bowling Green. Shout out to the Collective. Bam, what's up, fam? Shine Bowens. Shout out to my peoples at Vito's Distillery, Studio, all of that, man. Shout out to the best PO on the planet, MJ. Shout out to her, man. She had a birthday. Them Geminis is in the house. Hey, definitely shout out to Village Global Network, the mad scientist Senior G.
Yeah.
What's up, Mama Bird? Kimmy K. What up? The Underground Show, LC Raz. What's up, bro? Jay Waiters in the Triple D R&B, yo wing, man. Tad Nips. S&G Connecting the Dots podcast, Kid Cashman. Hey, man, y'all getting it in. Oh, man, I'm getting all the way down to. Oh, yeah.
Should that be?
Take that out.
Should that be?
Yeah. We don't need that part right there. Let me get us on here. I'm gonna have to change that one. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Hold on. We finna go to that. What's the deal? Let me play that one. No, what's the real? That's what it is. I don't know why I said what's the. Yeah, it could be both of those. Shit, what's the deal and what's the real? Here
So
we go.
many fakers.
So many goddamn fakers, boy. Stop them bots. We know y'all paying for that shit. I used to pay for it early in my career because I didn't want to talk stuff about people who bought them. And I'm going to say this. It's a lot of people who buy views. That is the norm now. Sorry.
Definitely.
I'm talking about it's people, big people that do it. But at least they real with me. You know,
That's
but
real.
other people been paying, you know, if you got 12,000 views or 100,000 views, all I'm gonna ask you is where you gonna go do a concert at? Tell me where them views at so we can go do a concert. That's why I don't buy views anymore. You know, I don't buy views now. If I collab with somebody and they buy views, I'm not gonna say don't buy them. That's your thing. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But me personally, I don't do it no more because I don't see no point in doing it. You know, all it is to fluff you up, to give you, fluff you up pretty much, make you look like something you ain't.
That's fluff.
I'm straight looking, and my thing was, I ain't gonna lie to you. When them people came on my stuff, asking me, do I want followers and views? I'm like, is it organic? They can say it's organic to them. It's they people or they bots. I found out that they were bots. Once I started seeing that they was bots, then I started looking at, because I go on my wherever when I used to buy the views, I go on my go where you go and look and see where they coming from, and I'm looking. I'm like, I ain't finna do no concert there. I don't know people. So these are your people. If they are organic, they're not organic to you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the trickery of it. Yeah. Somebody can say, "Oh, they organic." Organic to who?
Yeah, I had to stop even just entertaining it, and then they stopped sending them.
Yeah,
they stopped coming in my messenger. Hey man, you wanna? I can get this and that. I'm like, man, I don't even know you, man.
How you give me? I want views in Houston, Dallas, Bowling Green, St. I want them views, not Russia, India. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go look, show me your analytics of your organic views with no manipulation. That's what I want when it comes to that. But anyway,
it's great if you got the opportunity to actually meet those people.
Yes,
and build on that support, as you say, to go do shows there. Even if you're selling merch or they buying the, or streaming the music,
yes,
that's good. But man, you know, somebody last name Khan, it makes me think Khan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know you. Why you even in my messenger trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? I ain't in a seat of desperation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
talk to him.
We gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Cause we both been blessed with good jobs, so the money ain't the issue.
All day.
It's the love of it. Is, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just get to it.
Let's just get to it. And my thing is, because I don't want to harp on this too long. We'll have a segment about that, because that's something we should talk about.
Yeah.
The buying of the views and all that, man. And I can talk about it because I done did it. I did. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you and say I haven't, because I couldn't talk about it if I never done it.
Never done it.
Cause I didn't. Cause I did it just to see, was it real organic views, and found out that it was a bunch of bots, or if they say it's organic, because if they are organic, they're only organic to them. That's their organic, and it's not in no area where we can go, unless we finna go to India, to where we can go do off of it. That's what you want views for, right?
Yeah.
That's a question I want to pose to y'all. What do you want views for? What do you want likes for? Actually, a lot of you want it for, I can answer the number one answer, validation. That's all you want it for. And you can tell. I don't need your validation. I don't care if it's no likes on anything. I don't care. That's why go on my YouTube, go on my Facebook page, on my pages. I will post all the time. I don't care if it's not one view on that mug. That's not the point of me putting it out to get views. My point to put it out is to put it out. Bingo. Because if we ain't getting, YouTube ain't paying nothing, bro. Facebook ain't paying nothing. Instagram ain't paying nothing. Regardless of all the stuff y'all talking, I done seen you bums. I seen you bummed out with your views. I ain't lying. And I still look the same with 0 or 100,000 views.
Feeling pretty fly myself.
Feeling pretty fly.
So cut it out.
So cut it out. That's all we trying to say. All right, let's go to the next section, bro. Wait. We did what? You telling me we hit the confirm button on Trump twice? Was it the red hats? The reality TV resume? The tweets at 3 a.m. like it was a group chat? This week on Philosophy Show, we're not just asking how we got here. We're wondering who still thinks the map leads anywhere but backwards. How do we vote for Trump twice? Yeah.
You found you one right there, bro. Hey, that was kind of jiggy.
You hear me? Hey, we gonna mess around and do some freestyle on that beat, bro.
I'm saying.
All day. So, man, the question is, man, You know, the first shock of my political experiences was the first black president. The second most shock was Donald Trump. The third was Donald Trump again.
Give it to him.
So, what's up, Kaz Raw?
Kaz Raw.
How you doing out there? So, you know, first season we had a lot of Donald Trump in our segments. I decided to kind of go away from that this season, but we still gonna be coming in and out on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the president. So, and I give him a D plus for what he's done and however long he been in since January, whatever the date is, inauguration when he got in. I think that just like when he got in last time, Barack did so good with the economy that it, you know, which I give him a good grade for not messing up the economy yet. You know, I'm good. I ain't feeling nothing. Some of my money came back from when he lost some, but how can I say it? Whatever he was trying to do, because he was claiming the interest rates on the houses was going down. They not down yet. They not down yet. I checked because I was planning on refinancing to the lower interest rate. I haven't seen that yet. That was what you said, Trump. You know, I haven't seen it yet. I have not. How the stock looking? Do you know? Did it bounce back or is it still?
They said it's rebounding.
So it's rebounding as it should.
Back.
That's what I was thinking, because I did lose money, and then I went and looked at my retirement. I see that it's going up again. It ain't going down. So I know he changed. He had to renege on some of the tariffs he put out that he was imposing. You know,
buddy.
So I still give him a D plus, man. I don't think if he's trying to run for a third term, which is unconstitutional, I don't know if this is fake news. I don't know what's real or not on when it comes to national news no more, except for certain news outlets that I trust. But I don't know. You know, why would you want to vote somebody in for a third term when all this time we've been doing 2 terms? But could this be the fourth shock of my political exposure?
Wow, that's a good question, man, because think about it. We didn't too much care for him the first time. And this time, he's just, everything is unconventional this time. Like, he's doing things that I don't even know how to connect it to a presidential seat. It's just so unconventional. Like, okay, why is he even worried about that? And then he's with these old silly rabbit pardons.
That's so, and I blame that on some of you ignorant people. I ain't even finna say some of you ignorant people who, because he said, oh, he pardoned Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne wasn't in jail. And I ain't talking about this year. I'm talking about when he was in last. I'm like, what y'all so, oh, he let so many, why is that important to you when it comes to a president? That just lets you know you criminal. That's why he can get away with. You know that is a criminal in the White House.
34 felonies. That's criminal.
Man,
That's criminal.
And I don't know I've been hearing people talk about the pardons, like he was supposed to pardon Larry Hoover. But he did something with state. He took away the federal, so he still got state.
200 years in state.
He playing with y'all minds?
Man, that's a dangle carrot, bro.
And I'm hoping y'all know that that's what it is. But
That NBA young boy.
so what was that?
But he pardoned him too, but wasn't he already out too?
I think he is out.
I thought he was already out.
I don't. You know what? If y'all know, please tell me, because I don't keep up with these. I don't keep up with criminals.
Man.
You know, I'm sorry. I just don't. That's what y'all do, and that's why it's so. It don't make sense, bro. We never heard about we heard about pardons, but we didn't hear about them like how we hearing about them. Oh, he the only president important, and that's why he's doing it, because he know that y'all are so ignorant that y'all gonna be just like y'all was. Like, I done heard all the stupid stuff I heard about why they wouldn't vote for Kamala and then voting for Trump. I'm like, y'all, I'm just be looking at people like, don't say black power to me no more.
And you know what's crazy? Talking about the pardons and the type of people who comment on the pardons is mostly probably people who don't know anything else that's going on.
At all.
But they understand from criminal backgrounds what a pardon is.
Yeah.
But the tariffs and all that, they may not understand, so they probably ain't comment on that. But I can comment on the pardon. I know what's going on with that because I done sat there a couple times wishing I was getting one. You know what I'm saying? So we can see why they would comment on that, but don't understand everything else, the whole other umpteen million activities that's going on.
And probably didn't vote, period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy, man.
And this another thing that I gotta say, man. I don't think the city, excluding a lot of black people, I say that, voted for him. Like, I've been around, like, where I'm at, we work on the city contracts. We got the city contract, so I be around, like I was at the fire department. They don't fuck with Trump. The city do not fuck with Trump. I'm talking about the city workers. I don't know about anybody outside of that or the county or all that. And I'm talking about white people too. I ain't talking about black. I'm talking about everywhere. When I look, I've been around so many white people who they ask me, like, did you vote for Trump? If you did, it's all right. And I'm like, no. I'm definitely will tell somebody, no, I ain't mad at Trump because, you do what you do. But it's a winner, it's a loser. That's just how I go. But no, I didn't vote for him. And no, I don't. I support him in doing good things for America, but I don't support his character. I don't support nothing he stands for. Nothing. Like, he's somebody I wouldn't want to be the president. Sorry. I wouldn't want to do business with him. That's just me. But I run into so many of my white brothers and sisters who don't fuck with Trump. Do not mess with him at all. A lot of the people at the patch, they don't mess with because you could tell if they tiptoe around me, and that's crazy that they would, but it ain't though. It's not no more. That they like, are you a Trump supporter? I'm like, no. Like, why would you think I was
Man.
Like, why would you think I would be a Trump supporter? But with how many black people who I looked at, me personally look at them way different now, because I'm thinking like, y'all be talking a lot of this, and I get, well, no, I don't. You can't be doing this, but when
oxymoron.
So don't come to me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. Like, oh, well, nah, bro. Nah. This is, and my thing is, it wasn't a black and white thing to me. It was a moral thing to me.
That's it.
It was a character thing to me.
It definitely spoke to people's character.
Woo.
Because you like, man, and I remember when he first went through the election, got reelected, and I was thinking more when you was talking about the amount of African Americans that voted for him, and to me, the only thing I could find was shock value and conversation piece. Nothing else made sense as to why they voted for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like you said, we're not condemning those people.
Nah, do what you do.
I'm just trying to think logically as to
Why?
how he got your vote. And all I can see is shock value. Like,
Cause to go again, but that's what to me, that's what he represents. He represents that. He represents people who just like, and that's the social. Donald Trump has capitalized off the what social media has done to the society. That's what he did.
very well stated.
Yeah, cause it's no way you could be, and I, especially people in our status where we're not rich. We have never met Donald Trump ever. So if Judge Joe Brown, he's a Trump supporter. I done heard him. Is that his name? The one who called people crackheads?
Yep.
Okay. He sat back, and Mike Tyson.
What?
Oh yeah. Mike Tyson.
Mike.
But my thing is, their reasoning is way different because they met him. You get what I'm saying? He actually did his thing on them personally, not through TV, never, you know what I'm saying? We never met this guy, but we seen what he did with the Central Park 5. Was it the Central Park 5?
Yeah.
Am I right? We seen what he did with that. We heard about him, or we read about him and know about the court decision when he settled out of court on discriminating against black people in Manhattan. That's real. You can look that up. You just saw this guy get hit with 34, 31, 30-something felonies for trying to defraud and change, you know what I'm saying, fudge the letters on his income taxes and on his papers and all that. You know what I'm saying? In 7 years, you only paid $750 in federal taxes.
$750.
$50.
What does the older generation on Social Security or disability get? Circuit breaker.
Bruh.
That's what they get, a circuit breaker back on their taxes, ain't it?
Yeah.
$750.
$750. But you are a self-proclaimed billionaire. So I'm trying to, and before he became president, let's just talk about that a little bit. What did he do? I'm trying to figure it.
It was a reality TV.
Yeah.
Fucked up some real estate. Fucked up a university.
Bankrupt 7 times.
Sound like bad business.
Bad business.
All he ever did sound like bad business.
So, you know, and my thing is, I do get that this is America. In America, okay, I get it. Anything can happen. That's obvious. But for people who have level heads, supposedly, and morals, I'm still perplexed by how he got voted in twice. So I got a few questions.
Okay.
For the people, man. Where we at? No, that's not it. here. All right. Was Trump ever really about policy, or was it about personality?
I'm gonna say personality because every move he make is anti-policy.
You're so right.
Like trying to find the loopholes and everything.
Just like a criminal.
He's a escape artist.
A convict.
Yeah, he's
Convict
definitely
music.
a criminal because everything points to anti-policy, anti-establishment,
Anti-constitution.
Yeah, he's trying to find loopholes in everything, man.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have seen half of these loopholes that exist. Cause he done squirmed and wormed his way through all of them.
Man, real talk.
Even the separation of power. Like,
Is it one there?
that's the next question. Is it actually separation of power if you can take your influence and twist it?
Ooh.
Like, they scared that to be against them.
Yeah. That's a word.
Walking on eggshells.
Man. Yeah.
Like, and there, through the separation of power, I know your vote count. See, like let's go back to the streets. My dad used to say, man, you can scare somebody into killing you.
Yeah, that's real.
If you scare them just a little too hard, it ain't. A lot of times, it ain't best to be feared. It's better to be respected. You
Yes,
know.
sir.
So, if these people are really scared of his retaliatory activities, hey, he might want to be a little more careful. That's a slippery slope. You
Yeah.
don't scare a person into, you know what?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to lose, so where the gavel? Bam! Hey, get him.
Get him out of here.
Because he done already dodged that Epstein bullet that everybody done swept under the rug.
That bullshit.
On top of these 34 felonies,
Talk to him again.
you were with
Epstein.
a known trafficker, sir.
And they try to
Ain't
say he
nothing
trying to
about it.
poison Diddy too. Is that fucking true?
I don't know.
If you try, if he do that, man, dude, you can.
I ain't really been keeping up with the Diddy case like.
I've been in
watching
and out.
I wanna watch some of that trial.
Yeah, and my thing is, it's not. You only can look at it from the reporter's view because there's no cameras or none of that in the courtroom.
Oh, so ain't no.
Yeah,
This could be smoke and mirrors.
smoke and mirrors.
You
Yeah,
know, they come out with a not guilty verdict or something, or it's bought or paid for, and then it presented to us as, hey man, all that wasn't what it was.
yeah,
You know, it's Hollywood is Hollywood.
yeah, and who knows? My
And it
thing.
sounded like, I don't mean to get off subject, but
No,
it
you-
sounded like they just saying he really ain't did nothing wrong. He just really did some really freaky shit.
Yeah, which is
That's what they saying. But I don't know
Yeah.
because I ain't really been tapped in.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and we'll get back on the subject because this is a good topic though. What I'm getting is, and my thing is, we are so slow. I'm talking about as Americans. You know, we are slow. Because we condemn people without knowing. You know, it's just like if I get locked up for something that we normally do, not no sex shit, none of that, just something. And I'll just put it in perspective. The trafficking is P. Diddy getting a woman or a man from another state and flying them in for sex. How many people you know do that?
Hey man, they done made that a culture nowadays.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
you being flew out. Somebody flew me out.
So now you putting it, so now if you do that, you can get hit for trafficking now. If he get hit with this, you cannot put him, you can't put domestic abuse and put that in the same thing. Now if he did some domestic abuse, get him for that. But putting it down like he was trafficking because somebody he paid for willingly came and then came to, that's not trafficking. I'm sorry. That's not trafficking. And if he get hit with that, y'all better not ever fly nobody nowhere, period.
You better not, goodbye to honeymoon. What's the difference, bro?
I'm just saying.
I got her from one state. We got married. We flew to Hawaii. We had sex, and I paid for it all. So goodbye to honeymoon.
Goodbye. I mean, that's real. So, that's kind of what I'm hearing and seeing. I don't think, and then all the mess coming out with Cassie, and it's just a whole bunch of extra stuff.
It looks like, before you move on, it looks like we've been set up for the back door.
Yeah.
It looks like we've been fed the worst charges, RICO, trafficking, and it looks like those two are being highlighted just so he gets off of everything else. Because if we're highlighting trafficking and RICO charges and conspiracy, and it's not that, he could be found not guilty of those two.
True.
But was guilty of the lesser.
Of the lesser. Which he is. He's definitely guilty of domestic violence.
This was seen, is recorded.
Yeah.
But they got it as RICO.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And it looks bad.
It looks
but
bad.
What if what he did actually wasn't that? That might be what get him off. They probably brought him up on the wrong charges.
And it's crazy how that. I'm trying to figure out why they did him like that. There's so many conspiracy theories. I'm just trying to figure out why would y'all do him like that.
That was crazy.
But it is what it is, man. This is what I say to all y'all rich people, man. Hey, good luck with that, cause y'all in reality you're blessed. I ain't got that much money, so good luck with that, P Diddy. You had a good time.
Shannon, you better run.
Shannon, you too. I think, is he still doing his doing the podcast? I know he off TV, but I think
he was taking a break, but I ain't seen him in a minute, so
I'm gonna have to see. I think he's still doing his podcast with Ocho though, because they can't.
Oh, okay.
They can't mess with him on that. I can see why he got off TV, but on his podcast, he probably getting way more views down. He going through that.
He getting some views, man.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing like that big money, $100 million, boy. Y'all like, man, I'm gonna tell you, but we gonna talk about that next week. We gonna be coming on with that next week, man. It's a question I wanted to ask people too, man. How did a man with no political background take over both the Republican Party and pop culture? The Republican Party. I think they needed help. That's probably why they was losing ground.
It was like I think reinvented is a bad word. It needed a new image.
Okay, I can see that.
It was no longer what is it conservative?
Correct. Yeah, it was conservative.
No longer conservative. So what does the new image look like?
What is it now? Is it MAGA now? Is that what is that? Because it's not conservative no more.
No, it's MAGA.
Okay.
All the way MAGA.
So he took it to
That's
MAGA.
how you get the Donald Trumps, the J.D. Vances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you run the last of what we know from the regular Republican Party, I think was Mike Pence.
Yeah, it was. That's why he didn't vote nobody like him.
And he
out of there.
He gone. You ain't seen him.
Nah.
Like he still got a first term Donald Trump hangover.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
blame him.
But I think it was the old conservative, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Republican. I think that's the old dinosaur, and I think that's no longer existed with this new MAGA, whatever it is. You know, I
Yeah.
think it's they're more unapologetically.
Shit, it might call it fascist.
Yeah,
Fascism.
it's a change.
Yeah.
It's definitely a change, and they don't care how they look. They don't care what they say. They don't care how they treat people. They just unapologetically like the have and have nots.
right.
You know, and they for real standing on it.
Yeah.
You know, but
they
I
voted them in.
I think that's the new look.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. That's a good way to look at it, man. Another one when it comes to media and manipulation. That's why I say one thing I can say, he is definitely a genius on that. He's a genius on that, man. Is he a master of chaos?
Master manipulator.
Yeah.
He's definitely the master.
Yeah. That's
I ain't never seen no. Hey, you know what he remind me of, man? I remember when I was younger, when my grandmother showed her disapproval of anything that went on.
mm-hmm.
She give you that look,
Yeah.
tight lip look like, what
Yeah.
you gonna do? I don't know what you gonna do, but you better fix it. You know what I'm saying?
No
And that's
doubt.
what it reminds me of. Like, I don't care what nobody think. You know, when you at that age where you ain't got no filter no more,
Yeah.
all your good days may be behind you. And you just don't care what you say, man. That's what it seems like with him. Like, man, it just, and I think that's a more of speaking to a status that he assumes to be. Like, I'm this, and you what they say, little U's, big eyes. Little eyes, big U's. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those. It's a heavy undertone of that.
It's definitely
You know,
is.
like you ain't even in my status. You ain't on my level. Why you even talking to me? Why I'm
Yeah.
even talking to you?
You ain't got nothing to do
Yeah,
with what I
like you
got
beneath
going
me,
on.
you know, type thing, you know, and it's crazy, man. And you got people from all cultures cheering this on, man. Like Donald Trump did this, and now with his cryptocurrency, and
Oh yeah, yeah, and then that's some.
yeah, I accept that jet, and man, this is the definition of all hell breaking loose, man.
Bro,
This is the image of all hell breaking loose.
and the people. I don't know. I need to look at the approval ratings because I ain't even been watching that. It's so many things that I be looking at on on it, like they'll come on my, what's that called when they come on your, I
News
pull up
feed?
on my news feed and it says approval rating this and this and that. I don't be clicking on it, but I'm finna see where his approval rating is right now.
I know when he brought Musk in, it kind of dipped, but Musk didn't he leave this week or something? Say
think
he was
he-
leaving.
I think he said he was leaving him on the Doge, like the Bitcoin stuff you talking about.
Hey.
Let me see where Trump is on his approval rating. If anybody know, let me know. I'm finna look it up. Cause you go looking for news, man, you can't really find nothing. It ain't the same. All right, I just saw something. This is from, see, that's what I be saying. This is from The Economist Weekly Edition. His approval rating is at 44%. disapprove at 51%, and 5% is don't know.
Cause he was down to what, 37
Before,
when he announced he was bringing in the billionaire Elon. He had slipped down to like the 37. It seemed to be back up if he had 44.
if this is true, I don't know, man.
Well, yeah,
I
buddy.
don't know.
You are 100% right to question everything.
Man, I just don't believe in a lot of this news no more because at the where we at now, man, there's so many. Trump brought in fake news. Why sitting? If y'all don't, people have short memories. The voting, he said the voting stuff was rigged and what that was a lie. You know, but news was saying that it was true.
Wow.
Fox News, anyway, who got sued for $250 million or something big.
Murdoch or something like that.
Yeah. So, but did the media make Trump more powerful by criticizing them nonstop? Yeah, damn right they did. I believe that's how we lost the election. Like some people say it was Biden and this and that. I think it was the media steady pointing they big ass, and I was part of it too, so that's why I can say it, doing this all day at them, keeping them in rotation and all of that. I think that's because it didn't. We in this social media world now, it's no wrong and right no more. To be real with you, it's none. So even if you're wrong, you're right. So if I done seen two couples and I'm talking to them, and the woman is like, I'm saying right. I know I'm saying some moral right thing because the husband is agreeing with me, but you don't gotta agree with him and did this and I don't want to vote for none of them. Ain't none of them, both of them the same. I'm like, and I'm sitting here telling them she do this, she do this, she do this, he do this, and they just it don't matter. Man. But me saying that they're wrong makes them want to vote for him even more. It don't change. You get what you know?
It's crazy because we had the co-pastor speaking today at church, and she say two people could hear the same thing, yet you get two different responses. And I said, "Oh, whoa,
that's real."
That's what I was thinking of when you were saying that. Two people heard the same exact thing you said. While it's morally this and that, and you got two different responses.
Two different ones.
And then he more like leaning towards what she's saying, cause
and he should. You got to go home with her.
That's it right there.
And that's where I was like, hey, you know,
yeah. Whole time he's like, man, he tripping. But yeah, we gotta go home together.
So,
hilarious, man.
It is, and hey, it is what it is too, man. But yeah, man, I think the media did it. We played right into his trap when it came to that. And my thing is really, you can't really. That's why I say he a genius, because that's really what you're supposed to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what could you have done differently than spoke against him? What you was gonna say you with him? You can't do that. So he won.
It's like everything we thought that was happening behind closed doors, where we couldn't see, he does right out in the open on camera.
Oh, he did.
Like he does it right out front, let you see it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, switch there.
Whereas
you
reneged.
was like this.
Right.
Switch these cards. You know, we always thought it was something going on behind the scenes, but it seems like he does it out in the open.
Yeah.
What we thought was going on behind the scenes.
Right. And my thing is, I don't think that's where some people had got me mixed up, and I could be wrong too. I say that too. I don't think every politician was like that. I don't think so. Ronald Reagan, yeah. Bill Clinton, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Barack, I don't think so. I don't think, and it's not no color thing. I'm just saying, if it was, it would have came out. Especially with him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. George Bush, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I can say majority of the politicians was on some backroom sly stuff, but I don't think it was all. I don't think Joe Biden was, because he was too fucking old. You know what I'm saying? I think
too old to give a
no, seriously, too old. What else do you want, Joe Biden? You 80 fucking 1 years old. What else? That's why I said they would have gave him another one. We have been good, because he ain't. What do he want to fuck up?
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? He don't want to mess up nothing, bro. He old. Trump, he old too, but he a different breed. He came from a different level altogether.
Man, and it further was letting you know, like, remember we just went through what we probably can call the graduation season.
Yeah.
So he gave the commencement speech for West Point.
Wow. Who? Wait.
Draft dodging Trump.
Wow. Are you serious? Not only draft dodging Trump, but military veteran hating Trump.
Gave the commencement speech for West Point.
Hold on. Do I got anything in here for that? Wow.
I was just looking at the TV like,
wow.
This gotta be a stadium full of good old boys. This gotta be the only way it makes sense for him to give the speech.
Seriously. Wow. Woo. All right.
And he's in there acting like he knows people, know their stats, and we have this many graduating, and they're going to be into the greatest army in the history of the world. And
wow.
he quoting stats and testing, and
yeah,
man, it was funny because he was like, I guess they got some physical training type
yeah
test.
Mm-hmm.
This guy did this and 18 miles and 6 hours, and I'm just like,
yeah, I bet. Especially his background on dissing the military.
He gave with his hat on, his red hat on. When has the president ever worn a hat? He has a ball cap on that says "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, of course. This is what we is right now.
This is the high level of games being played.
For real.
Like, everything is an angle with him.
Wow.
This dude is a straight con man, criminal, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this bro got a ball cap on. I ain't never seen the president wear a ball cap at a ball game.
Period. This is what we own.
And it's fresh.
Fresh off the Chinese.
It remind me of the brother, man. My fitty got to be fresh. Trump always got a fresh "Make America Again" fitted on. Just too big.
Trying to hide that orange hair on top. Damn.
Man, and he's, yeah. And great at that, you know how he talks, and they did this, and stand up. All right, and we have 100 and blah, 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 blah. That did it. He even talked about the one who got in trouble. So the one, I guess one of the men, I guess the guy who accomplished whatever that was in the physical training thing was also a guy that stood up when he was talking about the ones who got in trouble at West Point. I commune your sins, I pardon you now.
Wow.
And then he said, hey, wait a minute, what's the name of the first guy that he said did something good with the physical training? Like, you did that too? He was in trouble. This really looked crazy. Like, this let you know that somebody gave you a whole bunch of information.
Right.
And you just
went out there with it. You in decipher, you in go through it and see what you was gonna say, and then you just reading and like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
you just out there.
I don't know what they call it when you get in trouble at West Point. But he even brought them up, hey, stand up. Okay, I pardon and commune you guys, that type of thing. This should have let me know this Larry Hoover stuff was in the come up.
Yeah. So he play too. He be on some bullshit.
I'm like, this dude.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's so out of touch.
Man.
He's in touch.
He's
out of touch. Yeah, he's in touch.
He in touch. Because a lot of people are out of touch on life and reality. They don't have no clue.
This guy, man, like.
Man. What's up, Raz? Raz done stepped in.
What up, LC?
All day, brother. I mean, what does it say about us that so many people supported him twice, man? And are we drawn more to authenticity or authority?
I don't even know if it's that. Yeah. Because with this social media, I think we more drawn to BS.
Yeah. I think you hitting it.
Like you said, everything is opposite. We used to be drawn to those first two. Mm-hmm. Now it then flipped. Now it's because of social media. We drawn to viral moments, no matter if they're moral, ethical, racial. No matter what it is, we drawn to like the most controversial things you could do. Like,
yeah,
man, it was this post on Facebook that was done in a joking manner. Mm-hmm. But it let me know another thing. It says something about the parents. Shoot, I didn't like them when I first came here either, or something like that. Or I ain't look at them when they first came here. They wasn't appealing to the house. It was something along those lines. I was like, dang. At what point would have said that outside of social media? Something along those lines. And it's crazy, man. We just drawn to bull crap, man. They just upload fights all the time.
All the time.
They show people getting killed.
They
film it, post it. It's like, bro, what? Who said that was okay?
And this stuff be on Facebook,
man.
But you want to block our stuff from Facebook? I don't get.
Man, if it wasn't for the reach of keeping in contact with family members in other states, old classmates, old workmates, co-workers, what we doing.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have deleted mine.
Yeah.
Because it just, at times it's just too much.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's, as a single man, I wouldn't mind so much butt shaking and titty shit. But as a married man,
you can't.
I don't want that all up and down my feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you stop for 3 seconds, if it catch your eye, then more of it through the algorithm gonna start coming up and down your feed.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? But man, we more attracted to the BS, and it used to be the authenticity. You know, and what's the other one you named?
Authority.
Authority.
Yeah.
We used to be attracted to that, but now it's just a lot of BS, man. That holds our attention. Like, wow,
Man.
like it's for real chaotic.
All day. The boy Raz said, "Yep, killing, fighting, fucking, court chases, and some more shit."
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything we used to be like, oh man, I don't even want no parts of that.
Yeah.
Now that's it's a norm.
And the other thing is that they put on there is the fight between man and woman. Like I see that so much. It's like, man, oh damn, y'all. I don't know how our kids gonna survive this, cause it's not.
And they gonna think it's okay because
Oh.
they see it
Constantly.
I always tell my wife, you know, we have to be careful the images we ingest. That's why I don't watch scary movies.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
those all that spirit field, all that. Nah, I just don't watch it. You know, because I'm careful about those images I ingest. You know, and same should be for social media. We gotta be careful.
Yeah.
About, you know, why Mark ain't running the block all that.
Yeah.
Like you post something that's monetized, he'll block that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keep you out of them groups you need for promotion and whatever it is positive. But don't none of that get blocked.
None
I
of
don't
it.
never see him, hey, this is against our community. None of the fights get tagged at, bro.
I ain't seen them.
The men on the police taking black
Yeah.
men down, knees and neck. None of that is getting blocked.
Yeah. Weird, ain't it? But you blocking my stuff. Lame asses. Raz said, "That's what I said. I would have been deleted this even as a single man." That's I done delete. Y'all seen? I deleted mine. Was about 2 years ago, but I deleted that one and came back and put more people on there that I wanted to align with. You know what I'm saying? Some people got through there that I fell out with now, but I block them. I'm a blocking person. I don't care what nobody say. I will block you. But those things still come through, though.
Man,
those things.
Still, like, I don't even know these people. How did I even get this?
Oh, man. And them some of them fake spiritual readers that be on there, quit doing that, please.
Please stop.
Hold on. Raz said, straight up, Tweezy, for real, man, I overheard what this single mom said when she told her son. I said, man, he is going to be lost. What'd he say? What's he say, Raz?
Share it with us, Raz.
Yeah. While we do that, we going to go. We already talked the brand of Trump, which we already know Trump is a brand. Accountability versus worship. Why is it so hard for Trump supporters to admit when he wrong? Woo!
Delusional. Hey, could you imagine somebody coming up slapping you and you said, I ain't see that?
Right.
Somebody sneaking up on you, grabbing your wallet, taking out $20, putting it back in your pocket. I ain't see that. That's what his supporters remind me of. Very, very delusional. Bro.
Very.
Like, what did he do that we was talking about a couple episodes ago, Tweezy? And we like, man, that makes sense to y'all.
You gotta let me. Hold on, I'm trying to put something in real quick.
And I know it was him getting reelected after being 34 felonies, like.
Like even I don't know exactly what you talking about, but when he was interviewed by the woman, the black women association, how he was talking to them.
Yeah.
Like how he was just, like you said, little big eye, little U's. He was just really nasty toward them, man. So who we got that coming in? All right.
What up, bro?
What up, Sane? Like, lock that door for me, fam. But as a president, that was distasteful.
Yeah.
That was distasteful. Then another thing was when he couldn't even say one verse out the Bible, but this your favorite book.
It's my favorite.
You can't
book.
say this your favorite book. That's like you saying you got a favorite team, but you can't name nobody off the team.
Please. And then the way he said, "This my favorite book," lets me know you are totally disconnected from that. Because you emphasized book.
Yeah. Then brought up your book that you sell, The Art of the Deal. Stop the plan, man.
The Art of the Deal. Look, it should be the con art.
The con
of
art
the
of the
deal.
deal.
Cause that's you get in there with him, you gonna get conned.
All day. All day. Hey, we at 4:00, man. We got one more segment to get through. So, hey, let me see. Do I got something? Yeah, closing question to the audience. Was Trump an accident or algorithm? Was he elected or selected? By the culture, the chaos, or both? Let me say that again. Was he elected or selected by the culture, the chaos, or both? Let me know what's the real.
Selected by the chaos.
Yeah. I gotta say, man, he was selected by the culture too.
Culture too.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. It's just that unspoken culture.
Oh, they was spoken.
That we knew was there.
Yeah.
Started to be more vocal.
Them Charlies.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Them Uncle Charlies.
Look at them with them 2-finger whistling. Yeah, them guys.
Yep, y'all. All right, hey, we finna go to this segment.
Yeah.
Memoirs of a fucking. No apologies for the throne. I've been quiet long enough. Letting whispers walk while giants slept. Letting pretenders play king. While I sat patient, crowned in hand, watching pawns flex like they had next. But I'm done being polite. Done shrinking for the comfort of those who ain't even built for the spotlight. See, I bled for this. Sacrificed nights, lost time, bet on myself when nobody was watching. And now, I don't owe anybody a step back. I don't owe clout chasers a single nod. Don't owe hobbyists a seat at the tables meant for builders. For the ones who grind with attention, not for attention. They talk loud but move small. Claim status but crumble under pressure. It's easy to pose when the lights are off. But when it's go time, silence exposes the frauds. So let me be clear. I'm not here to help you feel worthy. I'm here to elevate the worthy. If I call your name, it's a chance. If I walk with you, it's a privilege. And if I step up, best believe I'm stepping to lead, not to follow, not to ask, not to wait. No more deferring the ghost of potential. No more respect for those who wear crowns they didn't earn. I built this lane, brick by brick, word by word, move by move. And I refuse to let the unproven preach like they lived it. This throne ain't up for grabs. Ain't borrowed, ain't inherited. It's mine, and I wear it with no apologies. If you're real, walk with me. If you frontin', fall back, because I'm done asking for space. Now, I take. Yeah! I hope y'all
Mic
felt
dropper.
that, goddamn. Because that one was for all these motherfucking jokers who I had to leave to the side and make room for myself, because I'm going to be real with you. And it's all on me, too. I ain't putting nothing on nobody else. It's all on me. I've been trying to be too nice and try to help a lot of people who don't, who like I said, took that as you are a king, or you the king of what I've been doing and all this. I've been in this game, back in this game, since 2016, and y'all done seen me. I ain't went nowhere. I've been doing what I've been doing for a while. And if I didn't stop to pull certain people up, or sitting here listening to lame-os talk shit about people who ain't supporting and all this dumb bull ass shit, trying to help people who ain't even helping themselves, I feel like, well, I pretty much had to go through that to actually get to where I'm at right now. And can't nobody who done work with me say that I ain't been putting in work. Period. Can't nobody out here say that I have not supported a lot of people. And can't nobody say that if you in this podcast game and you know me, that you have not been influenced by what Tweezy the Don has done. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So even with my music, it's the same. I didn't really put a lot of that on the back burner to help out other artists. I have, but at the same time, I haven't, I ain't put it on the back burner like that. Really outlines this year, because January, if y'all haven't been watching the movement, I start shedding motherfuckers, personal life and business life, and it's because I finally woke up and seen that, you can't. It's like if you got too much weight on you that's not lightening your weight or helping you get you to where you trying to get them, then it ain't no point. You just wearing heavy weights. It ain't making you stronger. It's really just weighing you down. So it's no apologies for that at all, because it's going down. Once them weights, you know how much lighter I feel. And when this one thing I can say, when you lose that, you start gaining the right people. You start gaining the right stuff. So with that being said, man, my closing point for this Hall of Famer energy.
Yeah.
I'm not just living for the moment. I'm living how I want to live for the rest of my life, starting now. Not doing it for likes, not doing it for validation, just moving with discipline and doing the work. This is the Hall of Fame era. And every day I wake up, clear, clean, still, I know I'm in my lane. And I love my lane. This lane raw as fuck. The outro, man. That's it for that's it for this week's episode of Philosophy Show. But next week, we going deeper. We asking a real question. And I know Daddy Rich gonna like this one. What happens when society puts black men in a box and call it masculinity? Why do our brothers get vilified Why do our brothers get vilified just for showing strength or emotion or even silence? We're pulling apart the way gender roles are used to shape, shame, and sometimes erase the black male identity. So tune in, reflect, stay grounded, and remember, this ain't just a podcast. This is the Philosophy Show.
Legendary.
All day
council.
with the council.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next
week.
week. All day. What we gonna go out with? Let's see. Yeah, we gonna go out with that there. We'll see y'all next week, y'all. Peace. Appreciate your ass.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another pretty day. Bowling Green as far as St. Louis. It is officially barbecue weather. Vito banging that boy Tweez, huh? This is for Kings Highway. Hell no, you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck you gon' see me and they hate where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Wasn't invited, motherfucker, don't go. What you said, we were texting estimates. It is what it is, and make no mistakes. Goddamn club got where it starts too late. Overwhelmed by foo-foo, too grown to play. Enjoy setting with friends, some real Uno. Skip, reverse, change the color, draw for more. Now you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck you gon' see me and they hate where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, that part, that part.
When I step up in the place, that's guaranteed money. A lot of smiles and grins, but I don't see nothing funny. Had to cut them clowns short. No, I don't play dummy. Setting up the table, cause I know the meal is coming. I don't fuck with who you fuck with, I don't see the point. If I'm smoking big blunts, why you rolling joints? Never legal with the promos, the people choice champ for Bowling Green to Collinsville, I'm stamped. We made a count, why you hating on me? Cause it's slated for me. Need to get up off your ass, you might get in my G. Stop supporting them lanes, put most high in the game. Stop that capping type shit and stop passing the blame. I can't fuck with no haters, I done did that way back. Heart open, no jack, but homie became straight rag. That's facts, so I move accordingly. Stay cornball free, man, you can't get close to me.
Hell no, you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck you gon' see me and they hatin' where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, that part, that part, that part.
You a fool, Vito Banger.
That part, that part, that part.